Now, from music and food festivals to farmers and craft markets, London's parks are increasingly hiring themselves out for private events. And whilst that brings in much needed revenue for individual councils, it can be frustrating for people who then can't access as much of their local park as they'd like. We asked each borough how often they're doing this, and we're told that the number of days has risen by nearly 80%. Here's Tolu Adeoye.
Well, what happens here is the massive stage is constructed, and you can still see here the damage that's caused.
Some of the damage the Friends of Finsbury Park have blamed on the staging of the Wireless Music Festival on the grounds.
This is supposed to be a park path, but actually what it's for is for the big trucks to bring the stage here. It's extra wide.
They have lost their second legal fight seeking to ban it in what's been seen as a test case. These were the scenes 2 years ago which sparked some of the objections to the festival. The group say they will keep fighting to save the park from damage and preserve it for local people.
There's a massive commercialisation of public parks. That means park users, residents, people who normally use the park are pushed out. It's the disruption, the noise, the actual damage to the park, a whole range of issues that really people say enough is enough.
And the number of private events in London parks is on the rise. It was recently announced that a brand new festival, All Points East, will take place here in Victoria Park over 2 weekends next year. And in the years 16 to 17, London parks were hired out for nearly 6,000 days for private events, generating more than £1.6 million for our councils. That's a rise of 200% over 5 years. The council that made the most was Haringey, which is, of course, the home of Wireless Festival. Is this all about making money for the council?
Absolutely not. I mean, the festivals generate revenue, which is great. It's great for us. We get to plough money back into the park. But it's also, you know, one of the biggest urban festivals in London. And it's great that we have a festival like this in the heart of our borough, really.
I think it's fine as long as the profits from it can be reinvested into like the children's playgrounds.
If it's away from residential area, then fine, but not in residential areas.
I can understand the music festivals, they bring in a lot of money, but it's a lot of disruption and noise and mess, and it kind of gets overrun sometimes. But if the money's reinvested in the park a couple of weekends a year, doesn't seem too bad.
Wireless has once again applied to stage the festival in Finsbury Park next year. As the number of events across our public parks continue to rise, the debate over how many is too many looks set to continue. Tolu Adeoye, BBC London News.